Welcome back. Here we are with an oddity with Utah's odd needle snow. Small hair-like snow fell in northern Utah Wednesday morning. Needles fell out of dense freezing fog. The snow was formed in relatively warm and very moist air. Well, there we go. It wasn't the typical one-of-a-kind geometric snowflake seen in the movies. Instead, the snow fell in thin, short needles that resembled shedded dog hairs. The big difference between Hollywood cliché snowflakes and the snow that fell in Utah was the temperature of the air which the flakes formed. Needles developed close to the ground in air that was slightly warmer than the layers higher up, where classic snowflakes usually form. At the time, the town of Logan, Utah, was at a surface layer of air that was roughly 22 to 24 degrees, cold enough for snow to form, but not cold enough for the familiar flakes with 6 arms, known as dendrites. In this narrow temperature range, tiny ice crystals cannot easily expand into the branches that make up dendrites due to unstable edges. Instead of growing wider, they lengthen. As the crystals fall, moisture aggregates on the ends of the ice particles and freezes, which slowly elongates the crystals into needle-like structures. So there's the temperatures here. There is dendrites with the warmer temperatures close to the freezing. There's plates. There's little pellets. There's solid prisms, hollow columns, and then that's the needles that happened. There's dendrites, stellar plates, thin plates, solid plates, columns, plates, and a bit more on that as the temperatures get colder. Either way, in contrast, the more hexagonal or branched dendrites typically form higher in the temperature in air that is 15 degrees or colder. They can also develop at temperatures just below freezing, when snow crystals may collide and congeal into especially large flakes. Another factor of snow formation is how much time snow crystals spend in high humidity air before hitting the ground. When moisture is plentiful, the crystals have more opportunity to grow larger and to branch out. The Utah snow needles didn't form in typical clouds. Snow fell out of dense, shallow freezing fog that had lingered around northern Utah and adjacent portions of Wyoming and Idaho for more than 12 hours. There's radar imagery, snow on ground, fog, cirrus stratus clouds. There's a Great Salt Lake. Both the fog and the snow developed in a thin layer of deep moisture. As a thin layer of deep moisture got stuck under a bubble of sinking air aloft, known as an inversion. Gotta love the ringtones. The dense freezing fog provided just enough moisture for precipitation to develop, in this case in the form of snow needles. The ice particles didn't have enough time to grow into dendrites before hitting the ground because the moist layer was so shallow. The snowflakes also formed in a distinct temperature range that favors needle formation. The freezing fog accumulated into frost on trees and other surfaces, creating quite the wintry scene. At times, visibility dropped as low as 100 feet. Freezing fog occurs when below freezing temperatures drop too near the dew point. Sinking air aloft and lack of wind can create visibility close to zero. So with that, that's it. Stay safe. This would be on the Weather Channel app. See you in the next video. Bye.